What's up, guys? Today I'm going to go through something very important that I've been learning for past month with John Lalong, and I participated into his wholesale group and wholesale academy. So it, it's down there, which is a school community where people participate and then to really ask questions and do role plays together. So that's how you really get better. It's just like you a basketball players, but you never practice shooting. You just want to go on the court and then play the game. That's not going to work, right? So we all know that. So what's happening? I have not been able to practice a lot lately. So what I'm going to do is that just going through one of his book of questions and black book of questions, which has a lot of information in there. So hopefully we can learn something together today. So this is the NEPQ black book of questions for real estate investors. This is a very scientific method to really trying to get people into your sales process and be able to help them to decide what to do, because the whole goal of the sales is really give them enough power so that they know what to do with their life, and same time they need to find that out by themselves, because most of the time when you tell them, they're not going to understand why, right? When you want to make sure that they are coming to you and you give them guidance so that you can sell them in that way. People have to be sold by selling themselves. Just that's it. All right. So I have a bookmarked it already. So I'm going to go through the cold calling. So mostly I do outbound. So I'm going to go through the outbound script. Okay. Hey Bob, this is Lee from ABC Home Buyers. It looks like you just spoke with my colleague Selena about possibly selling your home on ABC Banana Street so that you can move down to Florida closer to your kids. Seller response, yes. And I would say, and I don't want to assume anything here, but what was the main thing that you went through with Selena that caused you maybe want to look into this a little bit further? If Sarah said, yeah, you can just tell me what's going on. So there's a status frame there. Yeah, well, I don't know how much Selena walk you through what we do here, but typically we work with homeowners that are looking to sell maybe a little bit quicker than listing it with a realtor. Well, you have to do all the showings, not know how much the house is going to sell for, and all that sort of stress. Is that what you're looking for, or were you looking for something different? If it is vague, so vague question number two. So you can have a status frames just to understand if we can help them rather than hey we want to buy a house. So yeah, I mean this call is gonna be very basic. It's really more for us to find out a little bit more about the property, like the condition it is in, and really when you are looking to sell the property, if you did, right? And at the end of this call, if you feel like it might be some makes sense to go over the offer, some offer, so and then we could talk about the possible next steps. Would that help? Right. And then I will go into, so this is the connection phase, trying to understand what's really going on. So let's say if they're a homeowner, so the house, do you live there or is it a rental? What's going on with it? Oh, I've been, yeah. It's my primary residence. Okay, where are you headed next after you sell the house? Yeah, I'm probably gonna move down to Florida, like you said earlier. Well, why Florida? I mean, Virginia is not good. You want joking a little bit, right? This is not good. Yeah, I mean, so it's just so much. It's too dirty. It's the cold weather and whatnot. Okay, then how long have you been wanting to move down to Florida, and maybe get a little bit closer to your grandkids? If I remember, that's what you told Selena at the beginning, right? Um, if the seller does not know where they're gonna go, so once they tell us the reason why they want to go there, so then we're going into the problem awareness questions. So we know that. But if they don't really know where they're gonna go, um, I really don't really know. I really don't know where I'm gonna go actually. Okay, that's not a problem. I mean, when we help people, we help them out by the reason that's not a problem. I mean, that's the reason why we're calling right now, right? So by the way we help people is we help them out. So I guess what's the main reason you might want to move on from this? Because you have been living there for, I don't know, it looks like you have been living there for like quite some time already, right? So trying to pull the some situation out awareness, right? So for the house, I mean, do you like the house you're in right now? So this is unmotivated. If they give you an answer, say, yeah, I just want to sell it. I don't. Yeah, I'm going to Florida, trying to move close to the kids. Um, but I don't want to give it away as well. So, okay, so they probably want to dig a little bit more into what's really going on of their life, trying to understand what's the problem is going to be. So the more problem awareness question here. So if there's unmotivated, so I mean, do you like the house you have now? Yeah, I really like it. What do you like about a house though? It's a two garage, three stories, and it has swimming pool, heated during the winter time. It's pretty nice. But just to see if we can help, even if we just to see if what we do even makes sense for you. I mean, is there anything you would change about the home and the location it's in, or the return you're really getting if you could? If they say no, I don't. If they tell you no, 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 it's pretty good house. All right, so that's different van. We need to find a van. So there's a different ways to they're basically saying no. There's nothing you can do to it. I mean, I like the house. I guess so. So in that situation, I would say, man, it sounds like the things are going fairly well for you. It's a miraculous house. It's what has you even think about selling the house right now? Yeah, putting the pen right. Understanding why they want to sell the house because I'm not really giving you anything yet in this case. Yeah, this is a great house. I'm so confused. What's going on? And seller says, no, I don't like it. Okay, what don't you like about it, the house? So this is the way, this is the place you're asking the question so that they can convince themselves to sell to you. Hey, why I need to sell the house to you right now, so that I can get out of this from this house. The house is really dirty and is out of shape. Needs a lot of maintenance and the stairs broken. I just need to be out of here. How long you been living? How do you mean the stairs are broken? Yeah, I'm just like when you walk there, it's wiggling and some boards are really missing. So, oh man, how long you been living the property like that? It's been a couple years. Oh my god, you've been living the property like that for a couple years and you haven't getting it fixed. No, what's how come you haven't really getting it fixed though? It has been a couple years. I just don't have enough funds to do that. And there's so many deferred maintenance, and my health is really going down the drain because of such. Oh my God, you're telling me this this property is really impacting your health? If you going, what will happen if you're going to live in there for another 3, 6, or 12 months? Oh man, that would be horrible. In what way? I think my health is good. I probably would be in a hospital by now if I would do that. Okay, so then we'll go down the drain, go down the list to ask the question about the motivation, what the pain point. Okay, all right, and then I'm going to solution awareness. So So remember the last time they said the house is in very good shape. So they said no, I don't like it. And what don't you like about it? So you have been dealing with the broken stairs, the house needs a maintenance for quite some time now. I mean, what came up recently that caused you want to possibly make a change now? Or you can ask, what's the main reason you're looking to work with an investor like us instead of I don't know, taking a gamble, throwing it on a market and hoping for the best with that route? No, I just don't. Yeah, I was hoping that you guys can close quick, give me a quick sell, so that I can move out here as soon as possible. Got it. Okay. So do you want to keep dealing with those do you want to keep living in the unsanitary conditions and unhealthy conditions if you don't have to? No, I don't want it. Why not though? Because my health is really bad. So this is what I was saying, that we need to ask them the questions so that they can sell to us. Oh, what about the current housing situation that cause you feel like you might want to change? Yeah, my health is really bad, blah blah blah. And then we'll clarify probing. We need to clarify a little bit more. So now we find a way. We find a place that we can ask the question that may land well, may have more impact, right? It's rather than just, hey, why you want to sell a house? I just want to move. But no, I mean, what's the real reason you want to move, right? So if the seller says it's it's been too much, then you're gonna mirror it. Too much? Or you can say too much. How do you mean? Sarah said, yeah, it's been quite some time when I've been doing this. How long has that been going on though? Couple months, like 4 or 5 years. Oh my god, 4 or 5 years. What's that doing to you? Hmm. I don't know if I were doing with that, it would be really, I don't know, really stressful. What's that doing to you though? Or you can ask. It sounds like it's a. I'm probably not going to ask this yet. I'm probably going to say, hey, what is that going to do to you? When they tell me something and they say, yeah, this really, really, really got under my nerves and my health is really in trouble, then I would say, so it sounds like it's possible time to make a change. So get in commitment, right? To say yes, okay, solution awareness. Now we're going to do it. So ideally, when would you like to move on from this house so you no longer have to deal with this unsafe situation, so you can move into the better neighborhoods, right? Uh, that's like 30 days. And before you're speaking with me, what have you tried to do so far that you were able to move on from this property? If they say nothing, okay, what has prevented you from taking care of this in the past though? They say nothing. If they say no, I haven't done anything yet. Okay, I mean, what has prevented you from taking care of this in the past though? No, I just don't have time for it right now. In the past, I wouldn't really think about it. Okay. Then if they say they're talking, if I've been talking to the agent, oh, that's a fairly decent option. What's the main reason you haven't moving forward with them then, right? If they say if they say I haven't really moved forward, it's because I don't want to do the showings, whatnot, and now the seller, the realtor cannot really give me a number. Okay, let's just say all the complaints coming back with the same price. How would you even decide who to go with? I mean, they're talking to other companies. Oh, just to see if we can possibly help there. What are you looking for in those other companies that haven't really gone over here? Gone over here? Yeah, just more money. Let's just say all the companies coming back with the same price. How would you decide who to go with? I probably would go with you. Salary response. Why? Um, what what didn't like you? What did you like about them then? So they say, I'll talk to an agent, and then what didn't you like about the agents? Okay. Is there anything else you would change about the process or quality of buyers you receive if you could? So this is a little bit different. This is the entire thing. Says the seller list do a for sale by owner. Do you like the result you have been getting so far? Yes. No. No. Oh, what didn't you like about it? If they say yes, is there anything you would change if there's any possible buyer, if things like that? So this is more like clear to try to figure out what did they do in the past that may help them to sell. So it's more like some people may try some solutions, right? If I'm cold, I probably if I go to the doctor did you take any medicines in the past? What type of medicine you took, and what did you do in the past trying to make it better? Did that work? Things like that. Okay. So the second half of solution awareness. So let's say you are able to sell the home and you're no longer dealing with this stressful situation and unsafe situation. What's the main goal with the new house? What's the main goal with the new house? The next investment money you get from the sale. Um, if it's uncovered, what's the next? If you don't really know what's next for the seller, because it's more like future pacing, right? Like let's say you are able to sell the house, you are no longer dealing with the house situation. What's the main purpose? What's the main goal with the money you get from the sale? What are you looking for the most for the next chapter of your life after you sell the house? They can tell you something about, oh, I'm going to move down to Florida, blah blah blah, right? So, if you have uncovered what's the next for the seller, okay, let's say you're able to sell the home, you no longer need to deal with the situation, the bad neighborhood, the unsafe conditions, and you can finally be able to move away from this property and move to the move, and getting to Florida. What are you looking for to the most about your next chapter of your life? Because typically we should be able to know what they're after if we don't really know. Which is, if they don't really know, if it's investors that let's say you sell the home, you're no longer need to deal with the tenants. Like, are you going to, I don't know, take the money to Vegas and put everything on the block and hope to make a billions afterwards? What's going on? What are you gonna do? Right? So you joke about it a little bit, and then we'll go down. How do you? So this is another revision of another version of uncover what's next for the seller. How do you see things being different with the new house than there are right now with the current one? Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's beautiful and whatnot. Okay, how's that going to make you feel though? Or you can ask. So you want to sell the feeling. I know for me, being able to move into a new house, that would be a dream come true and close to the kids. What's that going to be like for you? Wow, it sounds like, oh my god, it sounds like a time to make a change. Why though? And then I'm going to my knees. I mean, at the end of the day, it's my job to get you to Florida so that you can get into that new house and spend more time with your kids. So let's say if you're like, so what do you need in your pocket after all is said and done so that you can move to Florida in your pocket after the mortgage and whatnot has been paid off? Okay. So example is, so what do you feel like you need in your pocket after all is said and done so that you can start getting that time you wanted with your kids, so that you can still getting that time you wanted with the grandkids and you can move down to Florida? or if they're in foreclosure. So what is that you need in your pocket so you can pay off the loan and avoid losing the house into the foreclosure? Noted. Okay, so I'm going to do everything I can to get every penny of that $100,000 you say you need. And we are working with over 100 investors in the area, so they're typically able to pay a little bit more than your average home buyers or flippers. So let's say for whatever the reasons, all the offers comes back with a number lower than that, like I don't know, $30,000. Should I? Would that still be enough to get you into the Florida and get you that apartment so you can spend more time with your grandkids? The questions. Well, my goal is to help you get out of foreclosure so you can start the next chapter of your life. Now let's say we look at all those some of the comparables, and because the current market conditions and the work and that needs to be done, the offer comes back lower than I don't know, 324,000. Would that still be able to pay off the loan so that you don't end up having the foreclosure on your record, right? Oh well, I'm gonna do everything I can to get every single penny of that 144,000 that you say you need. Now say for whatever reason all the offers comes back with a number lower than that. I don't know, 116,000. Should I? Would I still be able to get you buy the next house close to your grandkids? So I'm gonna remove this. Should I tell them just to kick rocks and not? I'm actually doing this. Do, do. Take this away. All right, it's cool. Next consequence. So when you hit them with a number, it basically anchored them, right? Hit them with a number. Consequent questions. Have you considered what would happen if you don't do anything about this? Yeah. What would happen if I keep pushing this off like we have been, and you continue to dealing with the house situation, the bad condition it is in, that may cause you the health issue, and alternative options is a def and with $100,000 on the table, have you considered what would happen if we do and I mean with the no modification is definitely on the table. Have you considered what would happen if you do the loan modification and it got denied and the lender told you, hey, your loan modification got denied like 2 days before the auction, and the house ends up in a foreclosure? Examples. What would happen if we keep pushing this off like we have been, and the bank does foreclose this house? And keeping the house is definitely on the table. I mean, have you considered what would happen if we did keep the house and you don't really get to there for the bigger memories for your grandkids? Wow, moments for your grandkids. What would happen if you would keep pushing this like off like we have been, and you continue to struggle with those high mortgage payments? Yeah, this is good, I think. What would happen if we keep pushing this off like we have been, and you continue to struggle with the high mortgage payments? Commitment questions. So, how important is it for you to be able to get out of foreclosure so you don't have all those and get some money out of the from the property so you don't and pay off all the credit card debts so you'll be debt free? How important is it for you to be able to get in a situation where it's debt free? So it sounds like it is important for you to do something about it then. So it sounds like it's the time to make a change. You see, there's another commitment question in here trying to make them commit. Are you committed to doing something about this so that you don't have to keep dealing with the foreclosure situation? How important it is for you to be able to get closer to your grandkids? Why is that so important though? So it sounds like it's time to make a change. Are you committed to doing something about it so you don't have to deal with the high mortgage payments? Yes, I am. Time to make a change, possibly. All right. So deal killer. So how soon are you wanting to sell this property so that you can move away, move to the Florida? How soon are you wanting to sell this property so that the way you don't have to deal with the foreclosure on your back, right? So seller response. Are you going to be able to get all your stuff out in time though? Or what are you wanting to do to keep all those memories? Or how long will it take you to move all the stuff out to your new home? The seller said, no, I needed like 3 months. Who else would want to know about you selling this house? No, my kids. If there's a tenant in there, how do you feel like your tenant is going to react when you tell them, hey, you're going to sell the house, and what's happening to them if they cause trouble? Stress test. All right, this is a deal killer. Typically, you want to know who is on the deed. If somebody is on the deed, is really important. Then, if whoever is on the deed, there must be a deal killer. You want to make sure you get it on the phone. But if somebody is not really on the deed, it could be a smoke screen, so that it can get away. Just if they give me a pushback and say, I need to talk to my son. Oh, okay. You want to talk to your son? I mean, just so I can better prepare our next call. What might you want to go? What might you go through your head when you talk to your son about it? Things like that. Stress test. Stress test allows you to close the deal before you even present the offer. So by asking the stress test questions, you ensure that you have overcome every objections possible, and then when you present the offer, there's nothing that will prevent you from signing today. Okay, let's say we get you, I don't know, $20,000 so that you no longer have to deal with the foreclosures, and we can do that in the next 30 days, all while taking care of the 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 tenant in there, or taking care of the house and whatnot. What's your biggest concern at that point? Let's say we can get you the 100K that you want. You definitely get, so you can get to the Florida, so and spend more time with your kids, with your grandkids, and we can do that in the next 30 days while helping you with the moving. What would that be your biggest concern at that point? Nothing. Okay, what would you want the next step to be then? Let's the example. Let's say we can get you the $140,000 so that you can finally get to that safer neighborhood, and we can do that in the next 21 days while helping you with the moving your stuff. What would be your biggest concern at that point? Say, let's say we can get you the $140,000 so you no longer have to deal with all the mold and the maintenance with the house, and we can do that in the next 14 days, all while taking care of the excess stuff you want to leave behind. What would that be your biggest concern at that point? Transition to close. So here's what I'm gonna do then. From here, I will send this to my team and outline everything we spoke about. And if this is something we can help with, I will come back and walk you through the next step. Was that helpful? Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do from here. I will go review some of the comparables in the area and run through the numbers. If it looks like something we can help, I will type up an agreement, outline everything we discussed. Would that be helpful? Okay. Presentation. So it looks like we're able to help you out with this. And after reviewing this with our investor, it looks like the best offer you could get so that you were able to walk away. So you could get to the Florida and is $124,000. Now that's what you are going to walk away in your pocket, minus mortgage over any other property tax you owe, all while helping you to do this in the next 30 days, and taking care of the excess stuff. Do you feel like that could be the answer for you? Okay, so it looks like we are able to help you with this. And after reviewing some of the comparables in the area, it looks like the best offer you could get so that you no longer have to deal with the foreclosure situation is $123,000. Now that's what you will walk away in your pocket minus the mortgage and any property tax you owe, all while helping doing this in the next 100 days. Do you feel like that could be the answer for you? Sarah respond yes. So what I'm going to do from here, like I mentioned earlier, is type up an agreement, outline everything we discussed. Like 123,000 closing in 30 days and helping you move. Once I do that, I will walk you through the agreements and answer any question you have, and we can take it to the next step to help you to get close to your families, whatnot. And that's a presentation. So typically in here, they're probably going to give you a pushback. If you give them exact what they want to ask for right back, that the triggers better remorse. So starting the offer is like, okay, so if they want 120,000, so I think the best offer you can get is like 105. So will that still be able to get you the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, things like that? Okay, so this is I'm probably going to go through this multiple times throughout the week and in the future as well. And this has actually helped me to really getting more proficient in my sales skills, I would say. And this is what I got. If you're interested in a copy of this, you're interested in working with me, leave a comment down below, and see you guys next time. See ya.